Nope. 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 Okay. Okay. Get out. Get out. Go. Come on. Come on. I just want to. Oh no. Hey there guys, this is Reckles with WTBGold, and today we're talking about 3 pets that you should be farming up. These are really easily farmed pets that sell for like 10,000 plus gold each, that you can just keep one up on the auction house all the time. You only have to spend 30 minutes or an hour every couple of months farming these guys up, and then you have enough inventory to last you for a while. Alright, so let's get into it. The first pet we're talking about is the Filthling. This guy drops from Quivering Filth out in the Isle of Giants in a Gallic Crag. Now, if you need to get to the Isle of Giants, go to Townlong Steps in Pandaria and the Shadowpan Garrison. There should be a portal there if you've done the quests. If you don't have a portal available, there is a NPC that'll start a scenario for you that's really quick. There's one NPC for Alliance and one for Horde. This is my favorite farm for new gold makers. It really shows how force spawn works really visibly. There's a minimum number that have to be up, and so whenever you kill them all, one will respawn. There's always going to be new ones spawning, and every 40 times on average that one of these spawn, it'll spawn as a big Quivering Filth, this huge monstrosity. When you kill that, you have a 1 in 11 chance from each of the big guys to get a half-eaten food container. And the food container contains the pet. You then cage the pet and you can sell it. It sells for 2 to 20,000 gold on average right now, depending on your server. So blah, 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 all those numbers, what do they mean? Essentially, every 440 global cooldowns on average, you'll get a pet. That comes out to about every 10 minutes or like 5 or 6 an hour. But if you really want to get these quickly, then come on into the WTBGold Discord and put together a group farm for these. As you can see, I have 6 world markers set up here. These are the loot locations. If you don't have to worry about timers with this group farm. You don't have to worry about 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, or like everyone's designated spot. You just run back and forth across this pond, hang out in Discord, and just kill things. I recommend using a target macro that targets Quivering Filth and casts Moonfire or Sunfire, but also throw Bubble Wand in there, very important. But as long as you loot at each of these world markers, AoE looting will grab everything. There's a little bit of overlap, but that's on purpose. My record for farming these is 28 Filthlings in an hour, which I still haven't sold all those. But the one problem with this spot is it's really hard to stop farming here. Like, I came out for 3 minutes just to get 3 minutes of footage and accidentally farmed for 20 minutes because it's always like, well, I'll loot this one last big guy because, you know, it might have the pet. And then, you know, as you're leaving, you're not gonna just not kill the little ones as you leave, and then a big one spawns from those. So you gotta go back. It's a fun problem to have, especially when in a group when everyone's always going back to loot. I really, really like this farm. The next place we're going is Northern Barrens to farm up the Gahz'rooki battle pet. This guy drops from the Corcoran elites all scattered around Northern Barrens. This was part of patch 5.2, I believe. But what we're focusing on here is 16 demolishers scattered all around. Now, I'm going to be honest, I still to this day don't know exactly how the spawn rate works, but here's what I do know. We're focusing on the Corcoran demolishers, and each demolisher spawns with 5 or 6 mercenary engineers. These mercenary engineers, they all spawn together as a group. The demolishers do force spawn, but sometimes you can have every single demolisher killed and there's not going to be one up. So I have a feeling that some of the like overseers scattered around are on the same force spawn table. So essentially, your goal is to kill all of the demolishers that you can, and then if nothing's respawning, go ahead and kill some of the little guys and one will pop up. The way I do this is I have each person cover one of 5 different areas. You kill for 2 minutes straight. I use a DBM break timer to just show how long you're gonna kill. Don't loot during this time, just focus on spending every global cooldown you can on killing something and getting to where you need to be as fast as possible. And then once the 2 minutes is up, it's loot time. I do a DBM pull timer for 60 seconds. Everyone flies around to all 16 demolishers, loots everything they can, and hopefully someone gets a pet. My record here is either 9 or 11 pets in an hour, something silly like that. And you can expect 3 to 20,000 gold for Gahz'rooki. The final place we're going is Blasted Lands to farm up the Bronze Whelpling. This guy's definitely, he's a little bit harder to get, but sells for 5,000 to 30,000 gold, so he's a little bit more expensive to compensate. But he's still easy to farm up. So what you're gonna do, there's a little castle right in the northwest corner of the map. In that castle, there are a bunch of Iron March Frost Brands and Iron March Grunts and Executioners and all those guys. They have about a 1 in 2,000, 1 in 3,000 drop chance, something like that. But these guys in this specific corner all force spawn together, and they force spawn really fast. So you can just farm this solo, or you can separate yourselves out into specific groups. I like doing this with 4 boomkins and 1 monk because it's really annoying to go inside the fortress. It dismounts you, and with a monk you can just put a statue right at the door. But everyone else just runs around moon firing and sun firing everything with their targeting macros. I recommend 2 minutes on and 1 minute off here. It's a really small area, but AoE looting doesn't grab everything, so you have to stop and loot a bunch of times. Because of that, this is definitely a farm that prefers druids. So that's it. That's the 3 pets I recommend. And now we're going to move on to the second part of the video, how to sell these. Now, this is the part of the video that everyone skips and then complains to me down in the comments that prices have dropped or that they can't sell their pets. So pay attention. What you want to do, you just want to keep these up on the auction house, repost them once a day. Just post 1 at a time, keep the rest in a guild bank or in your personal bank, and only undercut by 1 copper. Now, I'll put TSM groups and all that information down in the description, but the reason why you only want to undercut by 1 copper is because you have to think like the buyer. People don't buy this like they buy current content flasks and potions. Like a couple people a month, they just look at their pet journal, they say, oh look, I don't have a Filthling. They go to the auction house, they search for a Filthling, and then they just buy the cheapest one. If that's you, then you just got a sale. Now, some people may want to buy a level 1 pet, some people may want to buy a level 25 so they don't have to sell it. So if you enjoy leveling pets, then go ahead and have 1 level 1 and 1 slightly more expensive level 25. You'll get a few faster sales. But the point I'm trying to get across is that they don't care what your price is, they just need the pet to fill their pet journal. You're gonna make sales not by dropping your price. The buyer doesn't care what the price is. You're gonna make sales by undercutting more frequently, doing cancel scans, and just undercutting by 1 copper more often. That's it though. Go out there, make your gold, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and again, if you're looking for a group farm, come join us in the Want to Buy Gold Discord. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Good luck and happy gold making.